Hey everyone, Connie here with an update regarding the whole One Piece Toei animation Totally Not Mark situation. So the other day I posted a video talking about this entire situation. If you don't remember, Totally Not Mark, a YouTube anime reviewer here who has dabbled in some other things such as the Spider-Man films, um, he had 150 of his videos or so like removed by Toei Animation, completely ignoring copyright laws within the country that he operates and lives in. And with YouTube's system and everything, there's pretty much nothing he's been able to do about it other than get the word out there. It was trending on Twitter for a bit. It was he's gotten a huge amount of support from other anime YouTubers and just other YouTubers in general, including the likes of PewDiePie. And everyone's been coming to his defense. And he made an update video, like yesterday, I believe. It was either yesterday or the day before, basically saying that like 19 or so, somewhere around there, videos got released, but they were just random videos, and he felt like it was maybe like just like a sign of goodwill or something. That was just like there was no rhyme or reason to what videos were released either. So it's just like, who knows? But he released another update today, and what he calls the final update regarding this that he's going to be making. And what this update basically amounts to is he has decided to end this entire fight, this entire just issue altogether. Even despite before he had put out this open video letter to Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, as One Piece was one of the big series that was hit for him, along with Dragon Ball. He put out this open letter in Japanese to Toei, and it's likely neither's going to really do anything. But even so, he's decided that with like toll it's taking on his mental health and everything, he's deciding for the betterment of himself and others, he's choosing to call an end to this. He said in the video that he's not even supporting this boycott of Toei or anything anymore. That he's basically done with it all, and he's just gonna he's gonna release one more video before the end of the year, which is a continuation of his reviews of the Spider-Man movies. And then he and his team are going to discuss things going forward. And with the outpouring of support and everything, he's gotten some monetary donations. He's going to be putting that into a charity about suicide prevention, which is amazing, and I love it. So he's going to just take care of all of that stuff and end the year just talking to his team and everything, figuring out like where to go next. And so the deal is here, I'm making this video to basically say that I don't know what I'm going to do here. Mark, in his video, openly said he is no longer supporting this boycott. He's no longer agreeing to this boycott. It's not something he's doing or whatnot. He didn't go into like heavy detail about it, but he basically said that he's done with the boycott of Toei Animation, and that they're just moving on. That he knows likely nothing's going to, at least of any substance, happen, unfortunately. And he wants to be done for his mental health and everything. And I very heavily respect that as someone who deals with mental health issues myself, who has dealt with heavy depression and anxiety. I very much understand, and I very much respect his choice here. The question is, what do we, as his supporters and viewers, do? Especially someone like me who has said in a previous video that I was boycotting Toei, that I would not be reacting to One Piece going forward for the foreseeable future. that I was just going to put it on hold for the time being until something was resolved. So the question is, what am I going to do? And there's no easy answer to this. Because as like I said, he said in his video he's done with the boycott. And I almost feel like in order to respect his wishes to just move on from this, I almost feel like we should be done with the boycott too. But other people have mentioned in the Twitter post about this, where he shared this video and all, some people have mentioned that they still don't feel right. They don't have a clean conscience about supporting Toei after this. And that's perfectly valid. What they did was absolutely terrible. And the thing is, it's also been brought up by numerous people that Toei has different divisions that handle this stuff too. The people animating and writing and working on and voice acting One Piece aren't the same people who did this to Mark. The people who did this to Mark are the lawyers or that kind of team. The people who run the copyright side of things. It's not the same teams, and that's valid. So I'm kind of stuck between this rock and a hard place here. What do I do? Do I hold to my boycott and continue to not react to One Piece for the foreseeable future? Or do I like Mark did, drop it? Just end the boycott, just move on. This is, no matter what, this is a clear example of the fact that we as the independent creators and just we as the little people in general have no chance against these big corporations. They're so powerful in our world today that if they do something like this, what are we going to do? What are we supposed to do? They're going to win. As much as we would like to believe that by putting in effort and by uniting hundreds of thousands of us, maybe even millions of us, that we could beat them, it's not going to happen, unfortunately. It's like trying to fight Disney. And while Toei Animation obviously isn't as big as that, they're still a massive company. And they're still going to hold all the power in this situation. And unless YouTube does change their copyright systems, they've recently released information admitting that most of these copyright claims that are made are false or wrong or just in general not valid claims. That most claims made are not right. They've admitted this in an open video, I think it was. But either way, they're probably not going to do much to change it. Because YouTube is a corporation nowadays. When the creators sold it to Google, it stopped being for the people. It stopped being a company for the creators. That's why over the years it's gotten so bad with its copyright bullshit. Why it's become so hard to be a creator on YouTube. Dealing with all of that shit. And it fucking sucks. I had my old account, my entire old account, all of the channels that included, terminated unjustly back in 2018. Because of false copyright claims that did not have any kind of basic understanding of fair use, which my videos fell under. And it's just, it fucking pisses me off. But the fact does remain that these companies are going to succeed. In the end, they are going to win. We as the independent creators on YouTube are basically shit out of luck. We can try to fight the system all we want, but if something like this happens to any of us, we're fucked. Mark got 150 or so videos, all targeted, all actively, manually targeted and taken down in less than 24 hours. And as he stated in his videos, it would take over 30 years, almost 40, to dispute and everything, go through the entire process for all of them. It would be impossible on any practical sense to do so. If it's just one or two videos here and there, that's one thing. You can handle that. You can handle one or two videos, but when it's that large of a deal and it hurts a person and his team's entire financial stability, especially in this kind of landscape, especially during the holidays, there is no way to look at that as anything other than fucked up. There's no way to look at it as anything other than disgusting corporate just dominance over our lives. And like I said, it fucking pisses me off. But again, what are we going to do? We could boycott all we want. It's not going to change shit. I would love to believe that boycotting would actually change anything. But let's be honest, they don't give a shit. And even if our boycotting was enough to actually do any real damage to their viewership, to do any real damage to their sales, even if it were, they wouldn't just like unquestionably do anything. The most they would do is try to appease us with some small token that some people would obviously just go with. But it wouldn't be enough, and it wouldn't be what we want. Because they don't think they're in the wrong. And because of how copyright law is even in Japan, it's like even a lot of Japanese people don't think that this is wrong. Because that's just how copyright law is there. The thing is, though, that doesn't fucking matter because Mark does not fucking live in Japan. Mark fucking lives in Ireland. He has to abide by Irish copyright law and YouTube policies. That's it. That is all he is legally required to adhere to. And he has. And he's still getting punished for something that he is not at fault for. So it's like at this point, it's just nothing can be done. So what do I do? What do any of us do? Do we continue to boycott Toei? Even though Mark has called for basically to be done with it? Do we still continue to do it even though it's not really going to do anything? Or do we let it go and move on like Mark has said he's doing himself? And this is something I've been thinking about as well anyway. I mentioned back when I made that other video and everything that One Piece means the world to me. And I couldn't even record anything else on that same day because I was legitimately depressed about making the choice to not react to it anymore for the foreseeable future. It depressed me because of how much the series means to me. But I was standing strong on that idea. And now I don't know what to do. I'm making this video kind of as a way to get my thoughts out there. And because I believe in being open and honest with you guys. But also maybe to get some advice. In the end, it's my decision. I understand that, but I would love I love getting your guys' advice on things like this because I value you guys as my viewers, as my subscribers. I want to know what you think about all of this. I very much stand by my decision to support Mark in this situation. That will never change. I fully believe that I and everyone else who has supported Mark during this have been entirely in the right. But at the same time, I cannot like fully say what is the right thing to do next. It's a complicated situation. It's not as simple as just black and white. There is nuance here that cannot be ignored, and I hate it. I fucking hate that this is as complicated as it is, and that I'm struggling with this as much as I am. I want to return to One Piece so fucking badly, but I also feel like I almost would be betraying Mark if I did, and everyone who's suffered from Toei's just despicable actions. But I also feel like I would almost be betraying Mark if I didn't, and if I continued with this with this boycott that he himself has said that he's leaving behind. So I don't know what to do. I don't. And in the end, I'm going to take time to think about it. I'm going to take time to think about it to soul search for myself, to see what other people are even doing. I'm going to give it time. And in that case, there will probably be no One Piece this coming Monday still. But we'll see. We will see. I will let you know as soon as I figure something out. As soon as I've figured it out, as soon as I understand, I'll let you guys know. Even if it's not on a video, I'll mention it in the community tab or on the Discord or whatnot. I'll let you guys know. But I want to hear your thoughts as well. To help me in this situation, I want to know what you guys think. So please tell me in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this? Should I go back to One Piece again? Should I just do as Mark is and drop the boycott and leave this all behind me and move forward? Or should I hold steady for the time being? I want to know your guys' thoughts to help inform my own decision here. And no matter what, even if you know you're not going to win, it is important to stand up against injustices. I want to make that clear. If you see injustices, always stand up against them. Even if you know you're not going to win, even if you know that the company or whatever force is behind these injustices is most likely going to come out on top, always stand up to them. Whether it be social injustices, injustices based on race and social status and religious status and so on and so forth, whether it be just whatever, whether it's an injustice on anything, stand up for the person facing that injustice. Always. You are never wrong in siding with a victim. You are never wrong in fighting for the people being just refused common decency. So, yeah, just again, let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this, and what do you think we should do for the channel going forward? For now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.